Hello, thank you for joining me. This is Lauren Hansen from Centrifuge Systems. Today we're going to look at how to use Centrifuge Analytics to analyze some cybersecurity data. I have some data here. This spreadsheet was actually originally JSON data. Um, wanted to quickly add country and latitude and longitude to the data. This data we received from Recorded Future, and I really appreciate their assistance in providing this. They're a great partner for us. As we see, we have the threat IP, date, time, a threat score, and the country of origin of the IP address, the latitude and longitude. The latitudes and longitudes are just made up within the actual country, though. Um, I made these up so we could actually show a geographic distribution. But this would be this data to the left of country is something you would get from someone like Recorded Future. This could be Splunk data, you know, that you have retrieved from your system or another service. Also, I have another file that just has the attacks on it, and this is something you get from like you get from your log files. This is actually a CSV file. It's just displayed in Microsoft Excel. Now we'll get to the data. Here we have four visualizations. We have your BI drill charts where we can drill down into the data. We can pick a particular threat score. We can drill down, see that I've clicked the threat score of 99. The three countries, Italy, Spain, United States. I can click on Italy. We have one IP address there that has a threat score of 99. That's one way we can evaluate the data. Top right, we have a link chart. It shows the least interesting things from the bottom right to the top left, where you see that cluster. That's the most interesting thing. This is a destination and source IP. Bottom right, we have another link chart that shows the actual country and the threat IP. Threat IPs associated with that country. The purple nodes are the country, and they are sized by the number of nodes. But we can see this, pretty much see the size of the cluster just by the number of nodes and the density around it. We could also size the IP nodes by their threat score. We could size country by the average threat score associated with the IP addresses. And the bottom left here, we have the geographic coordinates associated with with this data, where in the origin of the actual threats. We can select data. I can select this data here. Let me get rid of some of this so that we can get a better view of what we're looking at. It takes just a second. We have to do a join across 114,000 records. Takes just a second. So I can select this cluster here, and I can broadcast that across my other visualizations. And as we can see in the center chart here, it's showing up in several different places. Things that originate in that particular cluster. If we blow up the map here, we can see a little bit better where these IP addresses are. There's some over here in Asia. There's several in Europe. And we'll go back to this view. I'm interested in this cluster. This is Italy. There seem to be a lot of particular threats originating from Italy. 2,496. Let me clear all these selections, and we can do some interesting things with this. I can select this and isolate it. And now we've gotten rid of all the other clutter. I can do reveal neighbors on this particular node so that we can actually see the thread IPs associated with Italy. There we have it. Now if I want to broadcast these, I can do a select all and send these across. Add selection, we get rid of a lot of the other, display selection, we get rid of all the other clutter on the other visualizations, and we can see the get rid of that one. It's not as interesting as this. Resize these, and now we see all of the places in Italy. We see the threat score from this particular IP address. You see that this is relatively interesting. Also, I can take a look at the BI chart and see that we have this information. If I was interested in just the the highest threat score, I can select this one. Of course, there's Italy. That's all that's selected on this because I broadcast that filter, so we're only looking at Italian IP addresses. I can then broadcast back across and isolate the particular IP addresses in Italy that have that high threat. Get rid of this, and we see that it's here. We have more details. Of course, it's threat score of 99. Here it shows, again our coordinates, our location. It's a place in Italy with threat score of 99. That's just real quick on how you can quickly evaluate your cybersecurity data. You can get into more depth and more detail with this, but this is a great tool and a great way to visualize and really quickly get into the facts behind your cyber threat data. I hope you enjoyed this, and feel free to contact me at Centrifuge Systems. Thanks and have a great day.